So just after driving it here, right off the bat, right off the get-go, from 0 to about 20 miles an hour, real good acceleration. Doesn't have a lean stumble like it used to have. I kind of owe that to the Thompson Power Blast plate. I think it seemed to work pretty good. I also have a green primary accelerator pump cam. I don't know, seemed to work pretty good right now, at least for this temperature. And then but you get on it about when you're on 30-40 miles an hour and you really get on it, it just starts to, I don't know, chug and not really have a whole lot of power. And I think I kind of blame that on secondary accelerator pump nozzle and cam. So we're gonna swap that out. Currently, it's got the orange cam, I think, which is like the biggest ramp, but I don't know. And then we're also gonna check out what size nozzle it has and just go from there. So let's get into it. Let's take the air cleaner off and let's see what we got to work with, and then we'll make some adjustments. I've got quite the variety of cams to work with, and we got, I think that's a 25. I think that's what that says. And this one's a 31. I think that's a 31. So we're gonna just see. I want to go for smaller. So I think we might put this 25 on. See if it squirts all right. This came off a carburetor that was, rust pile. This came off of a working carburetor. This one did. So let's take the air cleaner off here and see what we got to work with. Now this still says 390. Yes, of course, this is still, a 390 in spirit. Okay, what we got going on down there? I think that says 31 on it, don't it? Yep. I think we're going to take it off and we're going to stick the 25 on there and then change out the secondary cam. And then we'll just see what you do. I don't know if it's supposed to come with one. I think that's the way it's supposed to come, but I think that's the 50cc accelerator pump diaphragm. So it's like the big boy, which probably is a little aggressive. It seems to be a little aggressive. I don't know. Yeah, you like my new fuel line? The Mr. Gasket one, we never could get to stop leaking, and this one don't leak at all. So I really like this new fuel line. It's very cool looking. Both out of pretty nice quality parts. Ignore the thread tape right there. That's totally fine. But yeah, pretty good deal. So let's get that changed out. I neglected to bring a Phillips screwdriver, but it would appear that the old Swiss Army knife got her covered. I do believe the gasket on the very top of that nozzle's been in there since before the dinosaurs. It was very crusty. I don't think it's going to come out without... I don't think we're going to be able to reuse that one, unfortunately. Good thing we got a spare. That's kind of how carb tuning goes. We start one way, and then if that doesn't work, then I guess we'll just go a little more the one way or go completely the opposite way. So, now we're trying to lean down the secondary nozzle and the shot. Maybe that's the wrong way to go. I guess we'll just have to find out. So there's the pump cam that was on there before in the secondaries. I don't really know if that's the one that came from the factory or if someone put it on at one point, but I think it's the brown one. I thought it was orange because it kind of looks orange on this one, but I don't know, maybe heat got to it a little bit. I think we're going to try the pink one. It seems to have very, unaggressive anything, so maybe we'll just start with that. Well, I would call this a good success, except, well, it's only squirting out of one hole. So I'm going to get a little torch tip cleaner and stick it up the hole and see if we can't clean that out. Apparently it's got something in there, which is entirely possible because who knows where that pump's, where that nozzle's been. Well, these guys are small enough to fit in the hole, so I guess we're going to go back to the drawing board. Couldn't find any thing small enough to stick in the hole, but I managed to find some carb cleaner to blow through the hole, and that seemed to do the trick, so we'll go with that. Now you see, this here is what you want to see. Yep, I'll call that a great success. Kind of messing around with this little idea. I took some sandpaper and knocked as much rust off as I can, tried to blend this up, and then I hit it with some clear coat and a couple spots here and there on the car. Try and make the rust look a little bit more, I don't know, shiny. Oh, I guess make it look like shiny sheet metal rather than rust. I don't know, is it too much? I kind of like it, but maybe you guys might think it's a little too much. I don't know. Only done a couple little spots here. I haven't spent too much time on it yet, but it might look kind of cool. Hit the edge edge of this up here good. Here and there on it. This vicinity might look, you know, a little nicer if it was not rust. I don't know. Obviously, you know, you can't fix the holes in the rocker or the, you know, the duct for the feet cooler, you know, here in the door, but today we're doing a couple little things to get the car ready for a car show this weekend. So I got some new Autolite 124 spark plugs we're going to be installing, and an airplane that goes by, and several extensions, a U-joint, and a socket. Just want to shout out to Black Lab Garage for telling me to use these spark plugs. I don't know any of the voodoo behind spark plugs. All I can tell you is that it's farther down in the hole than the ones I have in there right now. They seem like a nice unit, so let's say these are Autolite 124s, so maybe they're copper. The ones I have in there are platinum. I don't know, you know. I don't know any of the voodoo science behind spark plugs, so we're just gonna install these and see what they do. And it's currently just a hair before 3:30, and so this is gonna take a while. I'm gonna start on this side because this is the hardest side. Check this out. Autolite 124, whatever this is, an Autolite 845, right? I mean, check that out. That's a big difference in height there. I haven't gapped this one yet, but like that's a big difference in height. I feel like this would lower the yeah. This one sticks out so much you might actually raise the compression ratio, so you'll lower it by this one. But anyway, we'll give it a shot. It definitely this one looks a touch lean, maybe. I don't know, hard to say. It looks pretty good, really. Good morning, guys. We are going to try this car show thing again this morning. It's about an hour away, so we'll hopefully get there without any trouble. We'll update you when we get there. Well, just got back from the car show, made it all the way up there and back, about 90 miles, burned through about half a tank of gas, so, you know, roughly 10, 11 miles to the gallon, somewhere in there. Car did great, except for one weird thing. On the way there, it missed a couple times. On one specific section of the road, it was very flat and very straight for, I don't know, 3-4 minutes at a constant speed RPM, and it would miss a couple times, but that was only time I did it the whole trip, and it was about an hour up there and back both ways. And sure enough, on the way back on the same section of road, it missed a couple times. I could not replicate the scenario again, no matter how hard I tried. I couldn't make it do it again. I don't know why it did that, but it did. If you guys have any thoughts, I'm thinking it's ignition related. I had the carb cheater going, and I could see, you know, all of the engine telemetry, and the carburetor seemed to be doing great, but I'm wondering if maybe the coil got hot, if that's a thing, if the distributor got hot, if the spark plugs are weird, gapped incorrectly. I don't know. Something in there. So if you guys have any ideas at all about that, put it in the comment section below. Let me know. I really have no clue. This will just be kind of a basket case video for you guys, just a couple things I've been doing to the car. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time on It'll Run.